Hi guys, welcome back for a special Star Trek Starships collection review. I have now issue number 50, Big 50, the original Enterprise, NCC-1701, no A, B, C, or D, or E, F, G, H, I, J. So, I have the magazine here and the ship here, but before I get even to the magazine, I just wanted to say thank you to a couple of people. One of them is a friend of mine on Facebook and YouTube here also. I guess we can call it friendship over boundaries. Irish Trekkie, so live long and prosper. Hats off to you, sir. You and of course Soundwave SG1 Tony, another one, as well as the Geek guys. You guys have all been sort of my little inspiration to do my own series of reviews and look into this. And it's nice to be kind of like a part of a little group of Star Trek Starship collection collectors. So it's kind of cool how we all kind of look forward to the ships every month, and it's like a nice kind of like camaraderie, at least online. It'd be nice if we all lived a little bit closer there. We can actually get together and talk about these things. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys for providing me with the inspiration. Of course, my videos and my stuff is not as, say, advanced in terms of video production or knowledge as yours, but in my own way, I just wanted to put my part into the whole thing. So I really thank you for that. So a special shout out to you guys. So yeah, now that I've gotten that out of the way, let's get to the grand old lady herself. So here it is. Issue number 50, the original USS Enterprise, seen on Star Trek the original series, also known as TOS or TOS, depending on your preference. So there it is, lovely image of the ship on the cover, and has some basic information down at the bottom. Interestingly to note that the image that's on this cover was not the image that was advertised for this image. It's actually in issue 49 at the end. If you look closely there, that is the image that was, I guess, early on, or was supposed to be the image for the cover, which I kind of like better, but it's alright, no big deal. So there it is, and here's some basic information. It is Constitution class, of course. It is 289 meters long, launched in 2245, and a crew, at least around 2264, a crew of 430. So turning the page, as standard in all these magazines, you have your table of contents and your instructions on how to mount the model to the stand. And there's the specification page, building on more information that was on the front cover. Its registry is none other than NCC-1701, Constitution class, launched in 2245, and it has 23 decks and approximately 430 members of the crew, with phasers and photon torpedoes. Its captains were April, Pike, and finally James T. Kirk. And turning the page, another awesome image there, which again is the same image as the cover, as well as some more information about the Enterprise from the original series, and more images from episodes of the original series from the cage onwards. Now, interestingly to note that all of the images of the ship that you see here are all from the Star Trek Remastered. These are all the remastered images, meaning that a few years ago, CBS, Paramount, whatever, they remastered the episode of the original series, and at the same time, they went back and redid all of the ship shots and all the flybys and all the phaser shots and transporter effects and all the special effects, and they kind of modernized them a little bit. So you kind of got to see a little bit more. So in the original series, whenever you see an alien ship that was represented by some bright light or something, you actually got to see a ship or whatever it was. So all the images in here that show the ship in space are from Star Trek Remastered. So these are not the images that you saw from the original broadcasts. So turning the page, we already saw that, and we have the diagram page showing you where all the components of the Enterprise are, as well as some trivia here. And the designing of the Enterprise. Some of this information may be well known to some fans and not so known to others. And here's some conceptual artwork of the early design phases of the Enterprise before it reached the familiar shape that we all know and love. Turning the page, more conceptual artwork, some of which I've definitely seen before. And more conceptual artwork. And a section on the filming and making of the Enterprise. With some more images there. And the on-screen appearance page. Pretty much every single episode of the original series. And the animated series too, if you want to count that. And here's an image of the Enterprise in orbit of a planet. Also, again, a remastered image. And here is a picture of Robert April from the animated series. A little interesting piece of trivia in the Star Trek chronology that was released like years ago. It was kind of hinted that he would be Gene Roddenberry himself. But, I mean, at least his picture is in the chronology as being Robert April. He's the only captain that we've never really seen. Pike, Kirk, but we've never really seen Robert April, but he's referenced a couple of times. And so, yeah. So that is the original Enterprise, the magazine. Next month, or I keep forgetting, it's this month now, the month of September, I will be getting issue number 51, the Hirogen warship, as well as the USS Centaur from DS9, so I'm really looking forward to that batch. So yeah, that's the back of the Enterprise magazine. So we'll put this thing aside and get to the model itself. And here we go. The original Enterprise herself. My first impression upon receiving this is, it's alright. It didn't blow me away. The saucer section is primarily metal, and the engineering section and the nacelles are all plastic. The detail on here is very, very well done. My font is actually spot on, and it's actually straight. My nacelles are straight. My saucer section is straight. So I got a pretty good model this time around. I can't really see any major flaws. The shuttle bay could have had more. The shuttle bay hangar doors could have had a little bit more detail. And I guess everybody's biggest gripe is the deflector dish, but that doesn't bother me. Truth to be told, I was not really looking forward to this ship, this model. So I know people will cry foul and want to execute me for treason on this, but let's face it. Since Star Trek merchandise has been hitting the shelves, there's probably several dozen versions of the original Enterprise out there, from the Micro Machines to the Franklin Mint models, which I also have, to the Playmates toys, to the Diamond Select, to the Corgi models, to the Hot Wheels, to the what's the other one, Johnny Lightning series that came out a few years ago, to the Hallmark ornaments, to plush dolls or plush figures. I mean the Legos. I mean the list is just endless for the original Enterprise. So if you wanted an original Enterprise, there are endless options and choices to choose from many different price ranges, from many different companies. And now Egomos adds this to the collection. It's fitting. I mean, this is the granddaddy, the grandma that started everything. This is the one that the real hardcore fans would want. and it should be in a collection. It's the original Enterprise, and this, I think, finally completes the Enterprises. So now we actually have the original Enterprise. We don't have the A, so please excuse that last comment. But we have the refit, and we have the B, the C, the D, and of course the E, and the JJ Enterprise from the JJ Abrams films. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a good model. It's nice in detail. I wish I would have thought to pull out the Giant Lightning ones, because the detail looks strikingly similar, and it looks great. It looks pretty good. I mean, I have no complaints with it. I'm happy. And you have the little clear orange plastic for the warp coils there, or Bessard collectors, or not Bessard collectors, but warp coils there. So that's kind of neat. So that is the Enterprise, the one that started it all. Looks pretty good. So yeah, I'm sorry that I was not looking forward to it all that much, but I have a lot of USS Enterprises, and of course, the poster behind me. So yeah, next month, I look forward, or this month, excuse me, I did it again. I look forward to sharing with you issue 51 and 52, the Hirogen warship and the USS Centaur, which I look forward to getting, receiving, and sharing with you. So yeah, I thank you all very, very much from the bottom of my heart for watching, and I hope you all staying safe and healthy. And until the next time, live long and prosper. And that's it. Bye.